channel. I'm Eddie V, and I haven't done a 90-gallon reef tank update in a while, but I can tell you guys it is booming. So before I continue what is going on in my reef tank, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what new equipment I'm actually running. So the lights still the same, still running Mars Aqua LED lights, no problems. They've been running like that for 3 to 4 years already. Actually, sorry, I take that back, 3 years. They show no signs, but I plan later to add on some stunner strips because there's some spots of the tank where it's kind of more darker. I want a full illumination of the lights on there. But equipment wise, new circulation pumps all around the tank. And they're doing pretty well, keeping the tank pretty much moving pretty well with the water flow. Also, let's go back to the equipment. So I added more live rock since I moved around the tank. I also added live rock down into the sump. UV sterilizer is still the same from the last update, but this is how it works. So all these hoses are new actually. I connected them down to the overflow, so when they go down, it goes down right here. And this is my filter media box, so same thing. It has the bio balls, ceramics, filter media on there, and some other filter media added. I also added more of this carbon all over the place so you have more clear water. So the water flows through there, so it goes down here, flows down out, there's an opening there. Now if you go over here, this live rock I added to the sump, the more the better because it gives a biological filtration. Now down here is actually my phosphate reactor. It's special pellets in there that remove phosphates and nitrates. So the last time I had it was just a phosphate reactor. It's actually now a phosphate and a nitrate reactor. So the water gets pumped out of there underneath the rock and gets shot back right on top of the rock. So basically it gets filtered over and over again. Also, this protein skimmer does work. That was originally on here, just not as well, and it's still leaking proteins down there. Only it's getting weaker and weaker. So what I did, I actually bought basically about $150 protein skimmer. They are about $150, but I think I picked it up for $30 used at a fish store. It works very well, and it's actually pumping right now. It's actually collecting proteins out of there, and you could actually grab your cup and spill out the protein instead of actually opening the cup. And from time to time I do clean it. Now the UV sterilizer is actually still the same, except when the water overflows into there, it gets pumped right back up through the UV sterilizer back in here. Now also there is a new different addition. This filter sock is dirty. I will explain in a different video actually how it works to have your water crystal clear. But essentially what it does is pumping water through the filter sock again, collecting more dirt. And also what I did add is an airline tube in here. This airline tube actually helps to keep oxygen in the tank because fish do need oxygen. I'll explain how it works better in a different video. Like I said, usually I combine them with the filter sock and the power head, but sometimes not because it kind of fall apart. But I'll explain in a different video how all this works. Now the return pump is actually brand new too, or actually newer than the one I had. I disregarded the other one. So this one actually is a lot stronger. It has a lot more water flow. So it pumps it right back up into the tank, down into here. So way a lot more water flow than what you expect from my last tank. Now also, the fish kind of changed as well. There is no yellow tang. I will be getting one soon. My previous yellow tang actually died. It wasn't doing too well, but I finally managed to keep a copper-banded butterflyfish. These guys are so cool. They actually eat your pests and enemies. Like I said, I will go into detail about these fish in different videos, but the copper-banded butterflyfish ate all my pests and enemies. Basically, I don't have no pests and enemies in my reef tank anymore, and the coral can grow back to its original state. The zero damsel still exists. He's one of the fish that actually, when I started the tank, or when I had an accident with my tank and restarted it. It actually still alive. So this guy's about been 2 years in my tank, or actually 2.5. The regale tank been in my tank, grew about, I say, 1.5 inches since I bought it from Live Aquaria. So it's about at least 2 years old. I bought it in November of 2016. So yeah, it's over 2 years in my tank. They're really solid. Also, my pair of black Mocha clownfish actually host this coral. It's not an anemone, but it's very similar to the species of anemones. What it is, it's an elephant ear mushroom coral. It actually expands a lot bigger than that, but they host it, and the elephant ear mushroom coral is actually accepting the clownfish, not trying to swallow them. And also, you guys heard about these type of elephant ear mushroom corals eating other fish. Well, the clownfish kind of keep it away from other fish, so there is no need to worry about it actually eating other fish. Now, these are this is how much my hairy green mushroom corals have grown. There is probably about at least 10 humongous heads in there. And like I said, I started with like about 3 heads. The purple star polyps are actually under control, and same with the green star polyps. The Kenya tree coral is doing great. This coral right here was having a big problem in my other tank before. For whatever reason, when I moved around and reset my tank, well, I didn't really reset it, but I moved my tank around, but it's growing back, so it's getting bigger. And same with these coral. This right here is like a protopally, kind of a pest coral, kind of, sort of, but they accept low light, so technically they're easy to keep, and they actually don't look too bad. They were doing bad, and now from about 5 heads it became like, I don't know, 50 in there. There is some protopallies in there, about 4 heads, started with 1 or 2. Same with the green star polyps. They're kind of growing all over the place. But I also got, if I could zoom it in here, let's see here. There you go. The eagle eyes there, and this is actually my utter chaos. Again, I had a colony before. I actually had it sold to the fish store, and I got another one. Started with a single head, about 5 heads in there right now. This rock, purple star polyps. The purple star polyps starting to grow in the sand. Yes, there is some hermit crabs there. And also another beautiful addition is actually these rastas. They're actually living comfortably. Started with about 5 heads. Now it's around, let's say, 30 to 40. Very beautiful colony. And this is the Inferno Mushroom coral. Start with 1 head. There's about, I think there's 2, and it's just expanding beautifully. Again, another easy mushroom coral I actually keep right now is this red one. They keep on spreading around everywhere, and they are actually colonizing basically for 1 head. A head is becoming, let's say, 10, because it started with 1 little one, and it became more. Cabbage leather coral doing great as well. It actually, I had to split it up, and it became 2. There's 1 right here. The Green Bay Packer corals are doing great as well, with some other zoanthids in there, and also the green toadstool mushroom coral. Now the rest of the coral, the Amphilia, has grown like crazy. Like, I would grab a little piece somewhere there or there, and I would move it here, and then within like a month, it would just multiply so fast that I don't know what to do with it. See, with the green star polyps, they're kind of spreading around. So all the coral basically spread around and grew since the last time you guys seen my update video. Also, this Niger triggerfish. Many of you guys probably say, what is he doing? He's not reef safe? False. He will eat SPS coral, but he will not touch soft coral or many large polyp coral, which is LPS. He has grown probably double the size since the bottom. He's been doing very healthy. He actually really doesn't bother the fish too much. As you can see, this copper bandit is actually healthy. He's eating, no ick. And same with the coral beauty here. Now, if I could find the Mandarin Gobi that actually got not too long ago, and I have to feed it copepods, which is a live food that it eats in the wild, and I have to supplement with it. Let's see here if I can find it. One second, guys. We will find it. Yeah, this is my tank so far. How much it grew out. I'm just trying to find a Mandarin Gobi right now. Alright, newsflash. So, as I was doing the video of the Mandarin Gobi, the quality isn't that good. I do apologize right after we go after this clip, and hopefully I could do a better picture of the Mandarin Gobi. I mean, they're a unique fish. They have like 3 to 5 different colors on them, and they're pretty hard to take care of. Pretty a little bit pricey on the side, especially the food costs around $30 a month just for it. But there's one thing I want you guys to take notice of, is that there is the pest and enemies aptasia, as they call it. As I'm videoing it, it actually, you can see them in the video. Now, I want you to look closely. The video of the tank overall, there basically you may find only 1 or 2, or none at all. It's because of my copper banded butterflyfish. He did a really good job. So what I did is, what I did is basically I kind of shortened down the feeding a little bit of the fish, and then basically the copper band butterflyfish instinct kicked in and started eating what it's supposed to eat instead of like the frozen food that I've been giving it. So it started eating the aptasia, and it's gone. So it keeps it in check. It's a fish I totally recommend, a butterflyfish, totally recommend for any hobbyist. It is kind of harder to keep. I would start with the long-nosed butterflyfish, the yellow long-nosed butterflyfish. But again, of course, I'm going to go into more detail when I do more about a single type of fish. Okay, guys, so I was able to take some sort of a shot. We'll try to provide a better shot in the next Reef Tank update video. But the shot that I actually showed you guys, it's not the best quality, so hopefully sooner or later I'll be able to take a shot of the Mandarin Gobi actually coming out in broad tank daylight view, because they like to hide in the rocks and actually look for their food. But this is what my tank looks like from a faraway shot. There you go, dim it so you can see the coral and everything swimming in there a lot better. There you go, that's how much it grows. So now it's time to, I'm going to feed the fish, and I'm going to show you guys how well the copper banded butterflyfish actually feeds in my tank. But if you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and take a look at my previous videos, and you'll see the coral growth progression throughout, and see where my tank basically started from day 1 to this. So they're all waiting for food, including this copper banded butterflyfish that is just doing fabulous. Here we go. Mysis and brine shrimp right now as a mixture. There you go, he's eating. I was eating perfect. Yes, everyone was eating for sure. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I think I'm actually back on YouTube. So actually what I did is I started a second channel and I decided to combine it. So I'm not going to be posting anything on certain Instagram accounts. I'm just going to make it one, everything unique one. Just do a little bit of that, mostly do the fish tank hobby, but also hopefully I could do maybe guitar or, you know, cars or whatnot. But we'll see where this leads to. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out the links below that I listed. And yeah, we'll see you next time.